History of Maldives. The Republic of Maldives is a low-lying chain of 1,190 coral islands grouped in a double chain of 27 atolls situated in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Almost 90,000 square kilometers is considered the territory of the nation. However, only 300 square kilometers is usable land, the rest is water. With a population of approximately 350,000 people, Maldives is a small country. The language spoken in the country is called Divehi. It is an Indo-Aryan language with roots in Sanskrit and influenced by other major languages in the region. The capital of Maldives is Male. Into the history, the Maldives has been inhabited since around the 5th century BC, with early settlers arriving from India and Sri Lanka and later Arabs and Africans. The earliest settlers in Maldives were probably fishermen from the southern and southwestern coast of India who arrived between 300 BC and 300 AD. It is believed that the Tamils and Sinhalese from India and Sri Lanka who settled in the Maldives. Subsequent migrations at regular intervals from southern India and Sri Lanka at around the same time expand the population of the Maldives. Till date, there exists a strong underlying Dravidian influence in most aspects such as their customs, music and dance and even their language. African slave ancestry has also left a mark especially in music and dance. Most probably Maldives were influenced by Kalingas of ancient India who were earliest sea traders to Sri Lanka and the Maldives from India and were responsible for the spread of Buddhism. Buddhism spread to Maldives during the reign of the great Indian Emperor Ashoka. Before this, the Maldivian people practiced an ancient ritualistic form of Hinduism. Initially, the inhabitants practiced Buddhism, but by 1153 CE, the Maldives converted to Islam under Arab influence when the last Buddhist ruler officially converted to Islam. Arabs were prominent sea traders by the early 12th century in the Indian Ocean, and this was an important factor in the conversion of this area to Islam. Till date, Maldives remains an Islamic country. The history of Maldives is also inextricably linked to the North African Islamic states. After the conversion to Islam, rulers of the Maldives Islands came to be called sultans, the kings, ruled the Maldives for 235 years under 12 different sultans. And Maldives was ruled by women as well, called as sultanas, the queens. Arab and Persian traders soon began arriving in large numbers, attracted to the Maldives by the abundance of pearls, spices, coconuts, dried fish, and in particular cowrie shells, which were accepted currency for trade from Africa to China until the 16th century. In the mid-16th century, Portugal invaded the Maldives and ruled until they were eventually defeated by Muhammad Takurufan, Maldives' greatest national leader, and ruled until the early 18th century. Foreign powers again began to turn covetous eyes on the islands. This time, the threat came from the south coast of India during 17th and 18th centuries, from where the Raja of Kannanur dispatched a Malabar raiding party to attack Male. Maldivian forces eventually repelled the Malabar forces. After the Malabar attack, the Maldives established diplomatic relations with Sri Lanka and then British colonial periods. After centuries, when colonial powers took over much of the trade in the Indian Ocean, first the Portuguese, then the Dutch, and the French occasionally meddled in local politics. This interference ended when the Maldives became a British protectorate in the 19th century. The Maldives gained total independence from the British on 26 July 1965. On 11 November 1968, the Sultanate was replaced by an independent Republic of Maldives. However, the British continued to maintain an air base on the island of Gan in the southernmost atoll until 1976. In 1968, Ibrahim Nazir was elected president. He was the first leader to see the economic potential of tourism in the Maldives. Tourism quickly became a major player in the country's economy. Tourism on the islands has remained the country's biggest resource as people from all over the world come to experience a true tropical paradise. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe my channel for more interesting videos.